Welcome back. We are jumping back in with a little bit more Watchtower and Jade Basir. So where we left it off, we need to go and connect with Torin and figure out how do we create this fleet. Hold on one sec. Alright, let's see. Getting all tangled in my cords here.
Separation complete.
Alright, and god dang it, I really hate when it does that. Because it keeps defaulting back to that particular quest now, whether you want it to or not.
We're going to be jumping to Eridani 3 in the Eridani system. Once we're there, we can get things started. You good to go?
Sure. Once we arrive at Eridani 3, what's the plan?
We'll do a quick scan of the planet, find the facility with the fleet control node, make our way inside, grab the loot, and get out of there.
Understood. I'll set course now.
Okay then. Power up your grav drive and take point. I'll be right behind you.
I'm kind of glad it's not Eridani. Well, it would have been a trip if they had said Eridani 4. That would have been something.
Drive spinning down. Systems green.
And here we are at sunny Eridani 3. Alright, power up your scanners and do a sweep of the planet. See if we can find our facility.
Alright. So would it be Watchtower listening post echo? Right? Mission. Okay.
Receiving your telemetry. There it is. I see our facility, near one of the poles. Huh. Gren wasn't kidding. Most of it's buried under ice. Won't be easy to get inside. But no problem. That's why we've got Skydrop. All we need to do is... Hey, I'm detecting incoming ships. They're small. Look like drones. Watchtower drones, damn! They probably detected our scan. We'll have to deal with them before we can head to the planet's surface. Don't worry, these things aren't big enough to carry disruptors. Still, they can do some damage, so let's take them out as fast as we can.
Alright, hold on a sec. Yep. Alright. This could have been a big mistake. Let's get to it. Alright. Enough said there. We may need to up the level a little bit more too. Up the level a lot more.
Glad it was just drones. Okay then, let's get back to the plan. I'll need to stay in orbit in order to use Skydrop. You'll need to land and find the exterior of the facility. Once you're there, I'll provide further instructions.
Land ship, find facility. Got it.
Make sure you keep warm. Conditions down there don't seem overly hospitable. Okay, have a good landing.
All right. Now, you wondering how we were able to loot when our cargo hold was full? Because there's an issue with Ramtech AI. And then basically, for all the great things it do, or OP stuff it does, right now my ship, real quick here while we're here, has 170k of cargo space while I'm on the ship. Once I leave the ship, it goes back down to 11k. Right, helps no one. It's great while we're in the air, but does absolutely no good when we're on the move. So that is a major
Good to
drawback.
go for landing.
See one of those big ice spiders.
Facility you're looking for shouldn't be too far away. Make your way there and I'll start prepping Skydrop.
You see how far away the buggy is? Now, I will tell you this, and this is something that has perplexed me basically the whole time I played this game. Did you notice how he's able to talk to me from the sky? So there's a mod, Crater 87. It makes you go into the facility, do all kinds of stuff, and it makes you come out of the facility to talk to the guy. And I'm like, why don't I just have a radio? And it just, to no end, that's a major bug. Not bug, but it bugs me to no end. Because it's like, you want me to come all the way up out of the facility just to come talk to you. You tell me to go, and then I got to go back in there, and then it's just back and forth, back and forth. And it just comes across as a waste of my time. It's like, well, I do a lot of things that waste time. You know, like right now. I'm going off and I'm over here scanning instead of just heading straight for the facility. I'm sure people would rather just see me go to the facility instead of scan. And then problem is I can't use the hammer right now. I could if it was just me and Sarah. I could dismiss Sarah. I'm not sure that I need both. Wait a minute, why am I back at the ship? I was following the what's the name thing, right? I sure was not. So the reason I don't take the buggy is because only 2 people can fit in it. So if I come back and take the buggy, 2 of us are gonna ride in it. The other person is just running behind it. And then
Looks like you're there. Okay, here's what you need to do. In order for Skydrop to work, the ship deploying needs pinpoint coordinates and a drop request. So, take out that flare I gave you, punch in a request for a surface missile, then throw the flare near the exposed portion of the facility. That's right, we're blasting this sucker open. And I've only got 1 missile on board, so make sure you don't mess up.
all right. So what is it? Is it a miscellaneous? This is the flare case, but is it up? There it is. I have it equipped already. All right. Throw the flare.
These coordinates don't look right. This needs to be exact, so grab the flare and try again.
At least they did that, because it should have been.
Okay, that's a good read. System's got a lock, missile loaded, Skydrop deploying.
And we just lost a member of the crew.
Nice work. Now we've got a way inside.
Are you sure about that?
Perhaps I should have mentioned this sooner. This is an old Watchtower facility we're breaking into. But I didn't expect them to have mechs. Where'd the drones crash in?
Are you serious they got mechs?
Skydrop. Shit. Oh, I got an idea. Get some distance between you and that mech. Now.
That's what I'm doing.
Alright, remember, Watchtower is still looking to capture you. So find the control node, get back to Stardock, and my friends there will help you. If we don't see each other again, best of luck. I got complete confidence in you. Hey, you want to see something cool? Fix your eyes on the mech. And say goodbye in 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
I think we just lost Sarah. Oh, nope. Just Sarah. Nope, that's Sarah. What are you wearing? And Jessamine survived. Okay. Those mechs potentially are no joke. What the F? Did he just kamikaze that mech? I think he kamikaze the mech. I don't like that we're going in here over encumbered. All right, here we go. Ladies, I know you've been through a lot. Sarah, what in the world are you wearing? Is there another mech in here? Where to go? That way. Alright. I see movement over there. I see loot up here. And yes, I am still picking up loot, even though we are already over encumbered. Is that a mech? That's not a mech. It was a mech. Might have been a mech. The ladies did want to take a more direct approach coming down. What are the lights over there? You see the lights? Are those patrols? Did we... Huh? We are hidden. But not for long. Ladies, keep the box busy so I can take out the turret. What's over there? Is there a light that can be killed? We need to go that way. I'm out of grenades? Oh. That's right. You would think it would default me back to add it. I have an item. I don't care about that right now. Okay, Avi. Let's kind of hope we're going the right way. I'm gonna say. I just kind of hope it's not all mechs in here. Or turrets. Okay, unauthorized breaches and personnel compliance. Attention all security staff. Recent incidents involving unauthorized access attempts have highlighted the need for heightened vigilance at all checkpoints. The following protocols are to be strictly adhered. 2. Checkpoint monitoring. All personnel must present proper clearance badges. Turns and bot deployments. Alarm protocols. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else? Okay. I don't think. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Now we can move on. It says we need to go that way. Okay. So we need to go that way. So that means we need to figure out what's down this way. Don't want to forget the. Ooh, okay. Is that oh, yeah. Every little bit helps when you're trying to take over the universe. Where's his computer? Alright, let's see. We cannot leave good loot behind. We need to find a computer. One that controls the robots. ongoing issues with long-term storage protocols. The mechs refuse to accept shutdown commands. Even after full system overrides, neural matrices resist power down, treating hibernation as a hostile action. Some attempt reactivation within minutes. Others go dark but spike back online at random intervals, sometimes days later. Combat robot units, no significant issues. VI routines recognize dormant protocols and remain offline as expected. Uh-oh. Unknown. Reason for loss. Unknown. Must have fallen off at some point. Retrace my steps twice. Nothing. Only noticed when I couldn't access my workstation this morning. Statement of responsibility. I accept full responsibility. I understand ID security protocols and will ensure this does not happen again. I understand this is my second report, but I've been careful, really careful. This was just an accident. Please do not escalate this to security. I'll take extra precautions, double checking everything. Requesting replacement processing ASAP. Will comply with any remedial action necessary. Just don't make me go through security conditioning again. Whoa. Whoa. Anything but that. Don't make me go through security again. Not the security. Dude, I feel like once we try to go through those doors, we're gonna have it requires a key. Of course it requires a key. A-holes. Do I have a key? Find a way to proceed. Retrieve control node. Only WTLP. Okay, hold on. We can't access that? That is wrong on all levels. just right now spamming the reload key because every time you get punched, it breaks whatever you're trying to do. Did you just say call that a cow? Call him a coward? I see the blips on the screen, I just don't see anybody actually attacking. So they must be in the other room. Okay. Did I do that too quick? Alright. Uh-huh. Alright. Sir, everybody picks the wrong day to piss you off. Do something about it. I know right now I'm just looting instead of actually looking for baddies to just kill and get rid of. Superior mag shot. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna take a look at all the weapons I got on me. Alright, and then we're gonna sort by damage. And all the high damage ones are not readied by me. This one is 30 rounds, 20 rounds, 30 rounds. Okay. Now, okay. Follow the green dot. If you ever get lost, follow the green dot. Now, it is taking me back the way we came. I got a funny feeling we're gonna have to go back and fight. The problem is, how do we get through this? Kind of make haste. Hey, let's see. I understand. Oh, we do have. I don't remember picking it up. tell what that is. Okay. Alright, turbine insulation. Alright, you're gonna tell me how to do this, right? Alright, and we're gonna go in order. Alright. Log of facility power request through Q3. Security power, wing power reroute 4 times. Hangar platform lift power allocation 3 times. Assembly elevator emergency override 6 times. Robotics testing surge allocation twice. Unresolved issues logged at that hangar. Alright, security frequent power reroutes. Alright. Activate the power moderator. Alright, so once more, this is the procedure for rerouting the power to the assembly hangar. The moderator requires all generators to be activated in the correct sequence for proper power distribution. Each generator has an indicator light. When activated in the correct order, the lights will cycle to green, signaling the system is processing. Activate out of sequence and the system's reset. You'll need to start over. Do not blame the switches when it resets. It's not the system, it's user error. Steps: initialize the system, power the turbine insulators, followed by air circuit oscillators. Finally, flip the transformer distributors. You still cannot manage this? Perhaps consider another position. Initialize the system, insulators, oscillators, distributors. Insulators, oscillators, distributors. Update, recalibrate. Yep. Activate turrets. Thank you. Insulators, oscillators, distributors. Okay, let's find insulators. Should we have a shot before we do this? Okay. What are you? The system initialization. Alright. Insulation. Alright. Insulation. Alright. Said nothing about distribution. Or did it? Yes, it did. Insulations, oscillation, and then distribution. Yay. Retrieve the control node. I would if I knew where it was. Oh. I was gonna say, can you give me a nice little place where it is? A little hint? Hold on. Hold on. There's still loots laying about. If you expect me to just... That's just the tablet. Oh, there it is. Resignation letter. Alright, requesting immediate reassignment from this facility. Current post does not align with my expertise or operational priorities. Tasking is repetitive. Power regulation, switch monitoring, switch maintenance. The main hangar remains the facility's primary focus. Security protocols continue to escalate. Lockdown drills are increasing. Access restrictions tightening. T. Bellamy. T is T for Torin. Draft saved but not submitted. I'm just saying. Is T for Torin. Torin would never give us his last name. Alright. Where are we going? Over there. Oh, shoot. Snap. What's over here? Nothing useful. You're protecting us? Okay. Is that another mech? Alright. Okay. Not cooperating. Where is the node? Okay, is there a ladder? There is a ladder. Excuse me. The node is up there. But is there loot back here? What did you pick? Uh-huh. Okay. Nothing in the cargo hold. Okay. Alright. Repair log. Had to strip out the reactor. Pull the Skydrop module. This Corvette's no better than a deadweight now. I patch what I can, but without new parts, there's not much more I can do. We haven't been given the order yet, but we all feel it coming. Facilities failing. I need more time. Won't get it. Field Agent Engineer Gren. Hey, Gren. Ah, there it is. What's up here? Okay. Alright, return to Star Dock. Seriously? It just says return to Star Dock. Because, you know, the question would be, well, then do we return using this ship? Commerce or persuasion? Or hey. Alright. Okay. Oh, where's the ladder?
Hey, you found it. All by yourself, too. Well done.
Hey, you're alive. No one could survive a crash like that.
You so sure? I mean, here I am. And I don't seem to be dead. Guess I do have some explaining to do. But not here. Not now. We'll be safer back at Stardock. We can talk more there. And also get started on your fleet.
Alright. Fair enough, let's get going.
Sounds good to me. Now call me crazy, but I don't think my ship is going to be flying anytime soon. So I'm going to have to bum a ride. Don't worry though, I am a great co-pilot. I only ever crash ships when I mean to. Okay, let's head back to... Was that you or me?
Warning. Connection error detected. Anomalies in Corvette control system. Containment protocols engaged. Area sealed.
Huh. Evidently, pulling that control node had one or two unforeseen consequences. Oh, no. No, 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 no. We are not... This isn't... We cannot fight this thing. It's shields. There's no way we can get through those. The firepower needed to... Wait, I think I got a plan. Stay here and get behind some damn cover.
One second. Just checking. That's missing some systems. But it does have a synapse disruptor. Perfect. One small snap note. Corvette doesn't have power, but it is umbilical to the facility's reactor. Here's the plan. We can draw power from the facility. You just need to flip some breaker switches. Should be 4 of them around the hangar bay. I'll regulate things from here. You flip those switches fast as you can.
Impact registering.
The cool part is
Registering.
we've got
Impact registering.
Okay, good start. Power started flowing, but we'll still need more. Don't stop now.
God dang it. Alright, which one can we get to first? That one's gonna be
Evaluating threat level.
Nice, but the Corvette's still thirsty. Keep it up.
Alright, we gotta stay and fight for a minute. Hold on a sec. Can we use... There. And instead of just taking the win, right, man. The switches aren't in like the most best of areas. Switch.
Almost there, but we're still short.
I know.
We're so close.
We are. Okay, you know I couldn't let that go.
Combat mode initiated.
That mech better not be over here. One more switch. Well over there. Alright. Awesome. Oh shoot. We done broke a leg. Alright. We're bleeding.
Breaker switches now. The Corvette's gotta have more power.
Okay, I don't know how to get up there. I don't know how to get up there. It's over. Nope. Can I jump? Can I jump? Okay. Dude, there's got to be some ladder, some stairs, something. You don't have any. We're screwed.
Breakers! We're not at full power yet.
I know, but we're screwed, bud. I can't help you right now. I made like 6 of these things, and it's called Heliox. Is it under consumable? There it is. Can I get a stairwell or something? A ladder? I don't have the boost power to get up there. You gotta give me a ladder.
You okay?
No.
Flip the breakers. The disruptor's not gonna power itself.
I can't see. I cannot see why I can't jump up. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that is the most asinine thing ever.
Power's still low. Breaker switch.
I cannot get up there. Something is preventing me. You see this? There is no reason why I can't jump up there. There's absolutely no reason on Sam's green earth that I cannot jump up there.
System integrity at risk.
Okay, you gotta stop.
Get to those switches. We're still short on juice.
Evaluating threat level. System integrity
There's maybe a.
at risk.
You didn't give me a way to get up there. At least one that I can tell.
Searching. Returning to stand activated weapon systems.
See, I can't jump.
Power's still low. Breaker switches. ASAP.
What the fuck is going on with my backpack? What kind of backpack do I have on? It's a balanced pack. There's no reason why I shouldn't have any. What's the gravity in this place? There's no reason why it shouldn't be able to boost me up to the top. Like, okay, you can't get on top of it. And I just sprained it. And that's wall.
This area is restricted.
And if I can't get around that damn thing, then I'm stuck. Dude, I gotta be honest with you, this is getting.
Power's still low. Breaker switches. ASAP.
I'm pissed now. There is no way up there that I can see. There's no way. I would love to know what the gravity is in here. Obviously, it's much higher than anywhere else on this planet.
The disruptor's not gonna power itself. What are you doing? Are you even listening to me?
No, I am not, because I cannot get up there, asshole. There's no way I can make that jump.
Prepare for immediate termination.
No time for messing around. Come on, flip those switches.
I'm trying. I don't need you to talk right now.
You did it. Yes. Disruptor's got all the power it needs. All right, hold on. I'm taking a shot.
Hey. Hey, you all right?
No. Fucking pucker.
Easy now. There's no need for such strong language. Let's keep things civil. Although, I suppose you've got a good reason to be upset. You got zapped by the disruptor. Of course that would happen. I should have thought of that. Sorry, that's my bad. But hey, the mech's out of commission. See? Nothing but fried circuits now. All thanks to you. You're not half bad at this whole thinking on your feet thing. You want to get going? Fine by me. You're looking more upright than I'd expect. Guessing the disruptor didn't get a clean hit on you. Huh, that's lucky. Means you should be able to walk, and in a straight line even. More or less. Well, lockdown's over and we have the control node. We can finally leave this place. Come on, let's hightail it back to Stardock.
Nope, did not like that one bit. What the frick? So I'd have nothing for an injury. Gotta waste the panacea for that. Yeah, that whole boost pack thing was utterly ridiculous at how ineffectual it was. Just wasn't working, period. And then that was the weird part. I'm like, what the frick is going on here? And the question is, why couldn't we just take this in on the way down?
I'm with you.
That was not fun. Sarah, I'm not in the mood to talk to you right now.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
We got the weight down some, but we couldn't get it all the way down. That sucks.
There's something I need to talk to you about. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Which way is that? This way. Vesco, what are you doing up there? We got... Oh, never mind. You were protecting the entrance.
Hi.
Our landing,
Please
yeah,
disregard.
landing bay.
I attempted an informal
Time to leave this place behind.
Sure is. Mm-hmm. Do you see our weight now? Alright, so we can stick that there. And then wait. Whoa. What in the world? Oh, okay. Well, we gotta feed the animals. Yeah, the crew now eats food too, so you gotta keep your crew fed. Okay. Are you serious? Are you freaking kidding me? What the heck was going on there? Yes, I was clearing out the perineum. I don't know why I was doing that. I don't know why it was shifted that way. Fuck. That's annoying. How did it even get switched that way? No wonder I'm clearing out all this stuff. Alright, so we will I can't believe that. Alright. Okay. Get out of there. All right. How many med packs do I have? Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, so let's return to Stardock.
Permission to dock has been confirmed. Maintain standard docking procedure.
And not crash into the side of the station. Gotcha.
Right on the money.
Torin! Why is it every time we get back from a supply run, you're nowhere to be found? Is it really that hard to stay put and not leave the station unattended?
Ah, you're exaggerating. It's not every time. Besides, Babs was here.
Babs can't regulate the station's power core. You know, the unstable power core.
So, how was your supply run? Those surgeon guys have everything you need?
No, they didn't. Per usual. And don't think I didn't notice you changing the subject.
Speaking of changing the subject, let me introduce my friend here.
I'm sorry if we caused you trouble.
Don't worry, you didn't. Torin, on the other hand.
This is the person I told you about, Harper. The one I was looking for. She was very almost a permanent guest of Watchtower. Thankfully, though, I was there to save her sorry ass.
Sorry?
Instead of waiting alone on an empty station, twiddling my thumbs.
Oh, I see. Huh. Then I guess you had a good excuse to not be here. You're off the hook. This time.
1,000 thank yous, my fair lady. Thy generosity is truly boundless.
It sure is.
Put a sock in it, Torin. And you, Torin's friend? From what I understand, you be no fan of Watchtower, right? If you want to give them a bloody lip, come talk to me when you have a moment. Got a job for you.
That's Harper. Stardock belongs to her as much as it belongs to anyone. She lets a few of us hang out here, provided we don't misbehave.
Who's a few of us?
Well, let's see. There's me, Bren, and the occasional drifter. And I suppose now you as well. Harper's got a soft spot for the dispossessed. That's for sure.
What is this station we're on exactly?
Stardock. Well, now it is, but it's really only had that name for the past few months. Before that, it laid abandoned for a decade or so. And before that, I think it was some sort of outpost during the Colony War? You should ask Harper about it. She knows more about this place than I do.
What can you tell me about Harper? Can we trust her?
If you already trust me, then sure, you can trust her too. I do. It's thanks to her Stardock is even up and running in the first place. And I wasn't kidding about her being generous. She's good people. As for more personal details, you should go ask her yourself. I don't think she'd object to sharing.
How did you survive that ship crash?
Yes. That. I had an escape pod of sorts ready to go. I never intended for a suicide run, but still, there was a risk I wouldn't make it. When crashing your ship into a planet, there's not exactly a safe way to do that. Obviously, I survived and didn't die horribly, which is always nice, but my escape did put me a little farther away from you than I would have hoped. Sorry to leave you hanging like I did, but I had no way to contact you. I just made my way back as fast as I could. But you did just fine without me. And I knew you would.
Alright, so we got the control node. How do we get a fleet?
For that, we need to go talk with Gren. He's a ship engineer. Can help us get everything set up and installed. You've not met him yet, so maybe I should... Gren maybe isn't what you'll be expecting. But you don't need to worry about him. He's on our side.
What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. He's on our side, and I fully trust him. We should head over to Gren's workshop. Or, I suppose we could go to the bar, talk with Harper first. She did seem to want you for something. It's up to you what we do. Lead, and I will follow.
Alright. Hey, Babs. We're gonna run down here. We're gonna talk to Harper since she's close enough. Close. Hey, Harper.
First rule. This is my home, and you're a guest. So behave yourself.
Roger that.
But so long as you don't cause trouble, my docking bays are always open. With that out of the way, welcome to Stardock. I think that's what we ended up calling this place.
How do you know Torin?
Torin? Oh, that's a story. We first met here, on this very station, both trying to lay claim to it. I thought he was just some spacer, trying to muscle me out. Almost blew him out of an airlock.
What do you mean, almost?
But once we stopped trying to kill each other, we figured out we both just wanted a safe place to set up shop.
Alright. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Me? Not much to tell. I mean, I grew up in Neon, lost more to that city than I care to share. So, I left. After that, tried to do some good for a while. Fell in with one of the medical firms. Would pull folks out of bad situations, patch them up if they're hurt. Felt right at the time, but didn't care much for all the regulations. Just wanted to do what needed doing. Now I do my own thing. No one holding me down, no one trying to pull my strings. Suits me just fine.
Alright, and so you own Stardock?
That I do. Found this place a few months back, abandoned for years, falling apart at the seams. But with a little love and a lot of welding, we got it into decent shape. And best of all, here, I make the rolls. Sleep a hell of a lot better knowing that.
You said something about giving Watchtower a bloody lip.
Sure did. Compared to Torin and Gren, I don't have much of an axe to grind with Watchtower. But from the little I know of them, I don't think I like them very much. They seem like the domineering type, sticking their noses where they're not wanted. So, when Gren tells me he detects some sort of Watchtower listening post in the Altair system, I can't say I'm too happy about that.
The Altair system? That's barely a jump away. Huh, no wonder you're agitated.
So you have no prior issues with Watchtower?
Me, personally? No, never even knew they existed until a few months back. But the more I learn about them, the more I know I don't want them anywhere near my station.
Okay, how did you discover the listening post?
Gren's a cautious guy, always running scans. Likes to catalog things. On the way back from a supply run, one of his scans picks up some weird signal from the system we're passing. At first, he thought it might be a distress call. Someone's comms were on the fritz, so they were forced to get creative calling for help. But digging a little deeper, he realized it's a Watchtower signal. A covert signal. Only reason he found it was because of his training.
Alright, sounds like something that we should be dealing with, right?
I don't care if it's the Freestar Collective, pirates, or even this Watchtower. I don't want anyone snooping around near my home. This listening post, it's not good for any of us. It's got to go.
Roger that.
Hey, you won't get any argument out of me.
So here's my proposition. I tell you where this listening post is, you download any data it's collected, then take it offline. I'll pay you for your time, a nice heap of credits, more than enough to make it worth your while.
What sort of data are Watchtower collecting?
Beats me. That's part of why I'm asking you to do this. It could be something as innocuous as planet survey records, although that would be anticlimactic.
Won't Watchtower know It was us who did it?
They'll know someone hit their listening posts, sure. They're not idiots. But space is big. As long as you're careful and don't leave a trail, they'll have no clue who pulled the plug or where they went. Just keep your head down and don't get sloppy. No witnesses, no problem.
What's your goal here? Why ask me to do it?
Thought I was pretty clear. I don't want some creepy listening post near my home. Simple as that. If you're asking why I'm interested in the data, well, let's just say I'm curious. What's Watchtower trying to poke their nose into, and why? That kind of intel could be worth something.
Alright, sure. Just tell me where this listening post is.
We only passed by the system, but as best we could tell, the listening post was somewhere on Altair 3. Couldn't tell you exactly where, though. You'll probably have to investigate the planet to find that out.
We actually already have experience searching for Watchtower facilities. I think we know just what to look for. Before we head out, we should check in with Gren. He can help us put our fleet together.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Oh my goodness.
Huh. So you found her after all. Good. Better with us than in Watchtower's hands.
I was warned about you. Still not what I was expecting, though.
Your reaction is understandable. Apologies if I caused distress. Maybe I should remove my helmet.
Oh, actually, that might... okay.
There. Much better.
Oh yeah, better. Not unsettling at all.
Do I detect a hint of sarcasm?
Gren is ex-Watchtower. He's defected. No longer with them. Now he's as much their enemy as you or me. And as for his colorful appearance...
There's no need to be delicate, Torin. I won't be offended. We can speak plainly. If you're curious, please, feel free to ask any questions you might have. I'll answer what I can.
Not to be rude, but your face. Are you unwell?
Unwell? No. In fact, right now I'm likely in better health than anyone on this station. My appearance is a result of genetic manipulation, something that most members of Watchtower are subjected to. It's a voluntary procedure, but one that's required to move up the ranks.
Why are you still wearing the uniform?
Simple, really. It helps keep me safe and well, and not just because it's armor. Most Watchtower members undergo changes to enhance them for their particular duties. These changes aren't entirely positive, however. There's always a number of complications. But our helmets and suits help mitigate these issues.
Is there anything you can tell me about Watchtower?
Probably not as much as you'd prefer. Watchtower is a highly secretive organization, even to those within it. All information is on a need-to-know basis. And since all I needed to know was engineering, what information I can share is limited. We can talk more on the subject later if you'd like.
Alright, that's no questions. I need help building a fleet.
I take it that means you recovered the control node.
Got it right here. Was exactly where you said we'd find it. Although a heads up about the mechs would have been nice.
Mechs? I'm shocked there were any remaining. They were all flagged for transfer. I hope they didn't cause too much trouble.
We're alive, aren't we? Don't worry about it. Still, you should probably work on your intel.
Intel is Harper's specialty, not mine. If you hand me the control node, we can begin building your fleet. Acceptable condition. Should suffice. I've already done most of the prep work. Installing this to the main board shouldn't be difficult. Please, have a seat. Help yourself to a snack or drink. This won't take long.
See, this is much better than come back in 3 hours. Or come back in 12 hours.
I think,
24.
Yeah, I think we're done here. The control node integrated without issue. You now have a mainframe fully capable of fleet management and coordination.
So how does this work?
Efficiently. This Fleet.Command system I've fabricated, you should find it fairly intuitive. Go ahead, try it for yourself. Use the terminal and commission one of your other ships to your fleet.
All right, we're going to do that real
Hey,
quick.
don't look at me. Look at that fleet terminal instead.
Where is it? Okay, so I got 16 ships, available crew 20, fleet ships 0. So we are going to grab. All right. Ooh. Let's go. We have the Dark Star Avenger already? All right. I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna do, all right. Let's do the AdPep. Follow distance. Current distance is close. Let's make it medium. Combat behavior, defensive. Yes. Assign crew. We are going to assign, next page. Gosh, I have no crew. Armament. All right. Gosh. Do I not have like a person? Astronaut. Shoot. I gotta get more crew. All right, next page. Ah, there we go. I'm gonna assign Torin. Did that work? All right. Yes. All right, next page. Next page. And then I got Jessamine with me, so that means I can get more.
And that's all you have to do. That vessel's now part of your fleet. Newly commissioned vessels will automatically follow your lead ship. But if you'd prefer different tactics, you can always change their orders. Keep in mind, at the moment, the command system can only handle one additional ship. But if you want, you can always switch a vessel out for another. I was about to suggest you assign a pilot, but I see you've already figured out how to do that yourself.
Made a good choice, too.
Congratulations. You now have an active fleet. Of course, it's only 2 ships, but in time, and with additional resources, we can grow that number.
Well, thank you for your help.
Yeah, we owe you one, Gren. This should at least be enough to even the odds against any Watchtower patrols that come our way.
Torin, I noticed that your ship, and the Skydrops system I spent several weeks retrofitting into it, are suspiciously absent.
Yeah, about that. You see, there was a situation, unavoidable, really. One thing led to another, and I ended up destroying my ship.
That does not surprise me. And now, I am doubly glad that I began work on building a second Skydrop deployment system. We can integrate it into your fleet's new ship immediately. I have a feeling you will make for a better custodian for it than Torin.
All right, install it. Sounds good.
Be advised, Skydrops are used by fleet ships that remain in orbit. If you install a Skydrop to your home ship, it'll be useless. Now, where did I put that vacuum tape?
Where is it? There it is. So, how do you install? And equipment, fuel tank equipment, Skydrop. What in the world? Where are you gonna go? What is that? Where does the? I don't know that you have a. Can I switch you around? Nope. Okay. What does it go on? Where do you go? Alright. So what we need to do is put you right there. Is that that's a nose cap? What is this? Alright. I'm gonna take you out for a minute. And then okay. And you braking engine won't do me much good. Boom. All right. Boom, boom. And look at that. No mobility on this thing is awful. What's down here? Bracer. So, are you telling me these engines are awful? That's what you're telling me. The grav drive is a grav drive, and the reactor is the actor. All right. We got a mess hall. I think we're going to get rid of that. And then, we are going to, there it is. We're going to stick you in here, right there, and then we're going to put one right there. Okay. The mobility is still okay. All right. Except
the Skydrop system has been successfully integrated. I trust Torin has explained how it all operates. Naturally, you'll need flares to call one down. So, take these. That's all I have to hand right now. However, you can always craft additional flares, assuming you have the necessary materials.
Roger that.
I may also be able to fabricate more for you. Be sure you check my personal stockpile from time to time. For now, that's all I can do for you. I hope it's enough.
Thanks. You've been very helpful.
We appreciate it, Gren. Really. But are you sure there's nothing else? Not to sound ungrateful, it's just...
So far, everything I've made has been reverse engineered from Watchtower hardware. The Fleet.Command system, the Skydrops. In theory, I could upgrade these things, but I'd need specialized components. Watchtower components.
Well, in that case, if we come across any Watchtower materials, we'll be sure to let you know. Ha! We have a fleet! Yes, right now it's only 2 ships, but it's still early days. I'm sure we'll figure out a way to expand. Well, that's everything we needed to do here. Come on, we should investigate that Watchtower listening post. Before we leave, I guess I should go familiarize myself with my new ship. See you in space.
There is always much to do.
There you go.
No restock is required. All modules are fully loaded. I have some items available.
Now, where's my contraband? We can't sell him contraband. Look at the money he's got too. Okay. Consumables. I want to buy okay. Did I take all his money? How did I take all his money so quick?
Return if you require further assistance.
All right, thanks, bud. Mm-hmm. All right. 1 sec. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try to get this started and get the heck out of here. All right, so what's her name wants to talk to me? Jasmine, I don't want to lose you, so yeah, we just took all his money, and I mean, we're talking a significant amount of money that he had. Yeah, we just took all 500K.
When you have a moment.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. Come on out here. We're in a time crunch. Come here, sir.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if it's going to help you decide, I'm here to listen.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start?
Towards the end is best.
Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military.
I know.
Part of the United Colonies Navy.
I know that too.
When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
Yeah, you were. Hey, sounds like quite of an accomplishment.
Well, the position didn't last long.
No?
There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
Yeah, but you're standing right here in front of me. But if it's too difficult for you to discuss, you know, we can talk another time. Preferably another time.
No.
Oh.
This is important. I need to tell you this.
Well, then get it out.
The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command.
Okay.
A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
I would have done the same.
I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. And last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface.
Okay.
There was nothing I could do.
Yeah, I see. My condolences. I can't even say it. My condolences to your crew.
Thank you. But condolences can't reverse what I've done. I was caught up in the moment. An inexperienced captain making rash decisions that cost people their lives.
Nothing you describe sounds like your fault.
Try telling that to their loved ones.
Hey, you're still here to
Dust
honor
settled, the United Colonies
their
gave
sacrifice.
me a medal. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
At least you're still alive to honor their legacy.
That's true. But still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the navigator core going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives.
Well, I don't
Did
know
you
about
get
that.
it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
Worried about us?
Look, it's clear the two of us are becoming more than partners. We're becoming close friends. Even though I've pushed people away in the past, I feel different when I'm around you. I feel safer, comfortable, not afraid to admit who I am. I'm terrified I'm going to screw that up.
I don't think you can screw that up. There's little you could say that would change my opinion about you.
You still have faith in me. I don't even know what to say. I never realized how much you cared about me.
I'll never stop having faith in you, Sarah.
I'm counting on that. Look, I think I've said all I can handle for now. Thank you for being there, for listening to me when I needed it the most. I'll never forget this. I promise.
Thank you. And then let's talk later, you know?
Nice. Clean set there.
I think I've given him too much of a ship. What is this? Stardock Alpha. And what's that? Hey, look at that. Looks like you need some work, man. How's it holding up? Wouldn't it be great if you could hail them? Alright. Let's figure out where we're going. That ship is not going to be much help right now.
Here we are. We should close down that listening post.
So we must be at the right place.
This is Research Outpost U-309 to any and all Freestar Collective craft. We are under heavy fire. Hostile spacers are overrunning our position on Altair.
Hey. I think, are you trying to tell us this is the one we want? I want to hear the rest of the...
I'm not sure how much longer our outpost can hold on. We don't have much time. Private Mahoney out.
Alright.
looks green. Ready to land.
Captain, greetings.
Did I give you that suit? Or did the suit I give you get replaced? Alright, how far to our listening post? 300 meters. What I wanted to do, god dang it, is switch back.
Am I detecting? Are there Watchtower troops there? If you want access to that listening post, you're gonna have to deal with these guys first. Might I suggest a Skydrop?
For what? Why would I need a Skydrop? Okay, so this listening post is way different than the normal UC listening post. I don't see anything. Or anybody. We gotta get inside soon. Wrong button. Okay, there we go. Do you see people? I don't see anybody. I hear. There we go. There's somebody. Are you kidding me? I had, what, just a couple of rounds left? Second time. Not paying attention. Okay. Right. Who is that?
Initiating combat protocol.
I do not like the mechs. or 1.
Evaluating threat level. Structural integrity compromised.
I guess because the not knowing oh shoot, I'm getting bombarded. Don't know the mechanics enough to... Alright. How do you call down... Alright, it's not in there. Is it a weapon? Just want to see what do we got. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Strikes. Surface missile. Okay. Alright. Okay. Where's the freaking thing at? There it is. Oh shoot. Oh man.
Initiating containment procedures.
Got eyes on your flare. Sit tight. Sending some high explosive help.
Do it.
Structural integrity compromised.
Did you send it? I don't think you did.
Structural integrity compromised. Evaluating threat level. Evaluating threat level. Threat analysis. Threat. Integrity at risk.
Takes too long for it to pop up. Did you get the freaking what's the name? I just want the drop. Did the drop happen? I have no way of knowing that the drop happened. Is it not hitting? It's not hitting the turret at all. Is the mech done? Alright, he's done. But I don't know if that was from the drop or just we got lucky. I don't want to be outside much longer or we're going to be in serious trouble. I'm having trouble getting on Twitter. I ain't doing any damage to that. I don't like that it's under consumable. And what's name is supposed to be reusable. The purge. It's supposed to be reusable. Is it a miscellaneous? No. It is not. So the fact that that's a lie. There's the purge thing. It's supposed to be a reusable item. So you can and running is not the best thing. Let's see them. Who's down on the ground? Alright, Jasmine, get up. There's a guy over there with the what's the name? See, the purge valve, it says it's reusable. So I've used it one time and now it's gone. And I didn't use it a long time ago. Not here. Where's Sarah? I'm thinking they all get their head shaved. Alright.
Need me for something? Catch you later.
I want you to not get in my way when I'm trying to... So now we need to figure out which body the password is on, right? Or whatever. The key, the passcode, whatever. Maybe. What's this? Power required. Alright. We're out of air. I'm gonna try, but we can't slow death where when you die because you can't breathe. It's the worst kind. Sure would have been nice. Problem is, we can't fast travel. So that's not an option. I had probably like 300 med packs, so that is an option to keep us alive. Until we luck across somebody that has the key, right? Or we stumble across a power cell. The fact that we're not even finding a power cell, though, that just really blows. You know, I should do that just to make sure I know that I've already checked that body. And then right now, did I check over here? Doesn't even help at all. Well, we got a power cell. I don't know if that's going to help us. Okay. I don't know what that did, but let's see. Still requires a key. What does it require? Come on. I didn't see what it required. Only the listening post password can open it. And where was that supposed to come from? So this is a absolute 100% fail. Where's my ship? See, watch. We can't get to the hammer. My ship is over that way. Oh. We have 409 med packs. So we're just holding our breath for a very long time. And getting stuck on the environment is not a helpful thing.
Good day, Captain.
I don't remember which direction. You wonder why am I still dying? Because my suit is full of CO2. So I have to remember where the what's-name is at. My workshop. So now once I remember where the workshop is, then I have to come back here and make this reusable item that was supposed to be, I guess it's a one-time reusable. Does that make sense? I went past it. So, purges CO2 from suit systems can be reused. A reusable valve that safely drains built up CO2 from suit systems. I'm gonna make one. But apparently my reusable one-time use valve But, and then I'm trying to figure out what happened to these. I know I made some of those before. So let's, I don't know where it is. And then there's the thing. You would think, there we go. It's under consumable. So let's just do that. Now, the fact that it's under consumable and it's not even working right now. Did you notice that? It hasn't purged anything. It's supposed to safely purge the CO2. Here we go. So, major fails here. Now, the other thing is, it might not be the valve that's doing it at this point. Once you get it, I believe once you're on your ship, the CO2 starts, you start to dissipate that too. But you have to get it started because it was completely full. Wrong button. So let's go back to consumable. See, it's there now. So where did it go from the very first time? It's got to be reliable, because we can go back and we can see the first time that I used it and then try to figure out, well, why is it not there now? And why, what happened to it? But this is what it's supposed to do. So when you get the buildup of CO2, you can use it to break that down. And then if you have emergency reserve, that's supposed to help replenish the O2 in your suit. The heliox is supposed to slow down how much oxygen you use, right? Kind of like, not really like, it doesn't slow down your heart rate or your whatever, but it's supposed to slow down O2 usage. So it's supposed to make it so that you don't, how do you say, asphyxiate as quickly. And then the purge valve purges your suit of any CO2, and it can be reused. The problem is, and the previous episode to this, I had to use it, and so I did. Now let's just double check, and then I will apologize if for some reason I managed to stick it over here. Oh, there it is. So I apologize. It was my fault. Yes, I sabotaged myself 100%. See, there's the thing. Therein lies the, right? When you make a mistake, you got to be able to own up to it. This was on me. I stored it away instead of holding on to it. So now we have two. We don't need two, but it is good to know that it is reusable as it's supposed to. So yeah, I used it before, and then I know what happened. Remember when I had the issue with, I was pulling stuff out of my storage instead of putting stuff into storage, and then I got so flustered, I guess I just put everything back into storage, including things that should have stayed on me. And I don't know that I like it as a consumable as opposed to an aid, but it is what it is. You just have to remember where they go. I consider them aids, not consumables, but because if you really think about that, then we got an infestation.
Take him down.
the last of them.
This is out in the blackness. So infestations is possible. And then to me, it's like this, right? Depending on what point in the game you are, should dictate what type of infestation. Heat leeches is a type of infestation you could get, and I don't think once you get to a certain point in the game, I don't think that it should be any longer. Not to just saying, in a certain point in the game, it should no longer be a possible infestation. But then again, it could be just simply because certain things have not happened fully. And you can see there's can't go that way. Let's see. Vasco, is there something I need to know? All right, Sarah's contemplating. And we're gonna jump down here. And we're gonna go see, yep. I saw 2 or 3 blips. No, not happy to see these on my ship. Listen. There better not be any in my quarters. Now, if you're gonna ask me, why did I come all the way? Well, one reason why I came back to my ship, because I needed to be indoors where I was gonna be able to get air. 2, because we don't know where the password is. So that's not okay. And as far as I can tell, we have not looted the password off of anybody. So when we go back, we gotta go and just scrounge around for the password. But we're not going back today. So guys, again, this, you know what, the funny thing is, people are real quick here, and I'm going to try to do this real fast. Some people are going to come out and instantly talk about how much they love this new mod, the addition, how great it is, things like that. And I'm going to say I'm still holding out, right? I'm trying to hold out judgment, because right now I've had more negative things happen since adding the mod than positive, in my opinion. I'm a harsher critic than I think most people are at times, but my criticism and where I come from is my enjoyment as I play, and that's the only place you can do it from, or you should do it from, right? It has there's no bias or anything towards a company that, you know, the company that makes the game, or the person that makes the mod, or anything like that. Me, I'm still stuck on when we boarded that ship and we couldn't get to every area on the ship. And so there was loot, people, things basically walled off from us that we couldn't get to, so we couldn't take the ship. And it may be, you know, that it is one of those ships that you're not supposed to take, but we were there. Don't let us get to that point, because it becomes a frustration and it becomes a negative experience if you're on there and you can see basically behind the curtain and see a shoddy job that was done in putting that ship together. And then so that sticks with you. Right here, we haven't looted every single thing. I'm not a big fan of the mechs, and that's just me. But I'm not a fan of anything that you can't take down at some point. Figure out a way to take it down. And then, because the calling the strikes, the missile strikes, how long did it take for that missile strike to come in? I don't know. It's not, obviously, it's not supposed to be instantaneous. But here's the problem with that, and here's where I get lost or whatever. So, when we were doing the missile strike on the base, you had to put it in a certain spot, and that's where the missile strike was going to happen. So if you got a mech that you're trying to do a strike on, right, that thing is moving around. Remember when we didn't put it exactly on the spot for the base, it was, you know, it kind of warned us. So if we throw so basically it's telling us that the flare has to be where you want the missile to strike. Well, you throw it down at the feet of the mech and the mech moves. How is it getting, you know what I mean? It's not finding the mech then, right? Because it required you to, because the missile was hitting where the flare is, and then you didn't stick the flare to the mech. So I have issue with that. Like I said, it's still wonky, and I'm still trying to figure things out. But not being able to get inside the base after all the stuff we went through, and not, you know, had to go around, find the power cell, you know, the O2 issue with not having the purge valve, that's my fault, right? But not having it just didn't help matters. And so you're outside, you're stuck, you're, you know, trying to run around, and then you got to find a power cell. And then, but that power cell, I don't even know what that power cell did. That's one of the things we just got, you know, stuck on. But looting all the bodies, there was no key or password found. And I don't recall looting a tablet, right? And if we looted a tablet, right, it's to, I'm on down here looking for Watchtower, right? It gets to, it's all mixed up in everything else. So it's, I don't know. I don't have the password. I don't know, because I don't know what slate would have been given to us at that point. And if there was a slate dropped, we missed it. So where is the password, right? So now all of a sudden we're just standing out there going, okay, I don't have a password, I can't get in, I'm dying, you know. So everything is compounding, and I still don't know how I feel about the characters. I like Benjamin Dune way better than like any of the characters that we've come across in this one. So again, right, the other thing is, my take right now could just be from a place of annoyance, right, of all the things that have gone through. So I don't have the same hype and excitement about the mod that most people do or would, right? It's a $10 mod that I added to my game that has already had a couple of big major fails, right? And so it's kind of like another one of those. And the one fail is, like I said, it's going to stick with me for a while, because to me that one's unacceptable. That one is just unacceptable. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if that's a procedurally generated ship that just got all wonky and messed up, or if that is like, well, do you behind the scenes, you craft this set piece, right? So this ship, and then it becomes part of the inventory in the game, and so the game deploys it and puts it out there. But it's a hand, is it a handcrafted piece, or did it procedurally generate this piece? If it's handcrafted, then we got to do a better job than that. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had to multiple times go back in and redo a ship, because when I put it all, put all the pieces on there, one piece didn't connect right, and all of a sudden I couldn't get to one of the, to a workshop or to the living quarters. And it's like, well, where's my door? It didn't give me one. And then I had to go back in, move it, shift it around a little bit, then go back, and then boom, there it was. And that's happened a few times. So could it, like I said, but again, I'm not charging anybody anything for the ship that I put together. So when you start charging, somebody needs to go and make sure that all the areas of the ship are accessible, especially once I get on, because remember, we just had to leave the ship. We just had to get up and leave. So yeah, that wasn't okay. And then I said a couple. So the second issue was the boost pack issue inside the facility. What the F was going on? I couldn't jump around anywhere. I couldn't get anything. And I'm like, okay, this isn't a basic boost pack where there was no lift at all, and I couldn't jump up on certain things. So to get to that last thing wasn't a clear, and then I'm not saying they have to be spelled out with a path drawn for you, but whenever you're doing something, you there's certain visual cues that you would see. They would say, oh yeah, I gotta go that way, I gotta go that way. I didn't think the visual cues were that great, especially at that point. So yeah, so for me, it's but then it's with a bit of disappointment because of the amount of money I spent for it. Benjamin Dune in a triangle of oh gosh, Infinity. That one, I just thought it was quirky and funny, right? And just neat, right? So it doesn't have to have a whole lot of bells and whistles there, right there. It was neat, and it was half the price. So I am having more fun with that quest mod, than this one, right? The back rooms, way more fun with that. Hell's Gate, way more fun with that. So right now, like I said, I'm just not having as much fun with this mod as I have with others that are more or less expensive and not as extreme as this. So that's where we're going to leave it. I still have to keep plugging away at it and keep seeing what's going on. Obviously, it is now part of my PC build, so every character that I go into will eventually come across this stuff, and I can determine if I'm going to pursue it. And I do want to see what it does with the new Game Plus character. I want to see with higher level characters. Also, I want to see what it does with a much lower level character, right? We're level 60 now. Yeah, 66. So, but like I said, this particular, these are those points where it's like, man, that was frustrating. And yeah, and that's what I walk away with right now with this mod. man, that was frustrating. Man, that was frustrating. You know, man, that was annoying. And then there were some self-inflicted wounds, and I got it. I'll take ownership of those. My bad, right? But again, there's still some self-inflicted wounds. There's some, man, that was frustrating. Man, that sucked. And then that's not how you want to get up and walk away. So right now we're ending the session here, and I'm getting up and I'm walking away frustrated and, man, going, that kind of sucked. Really, that's where I'm at. That kind of sucked. Right? And then my whole motivation and want to go back to the listening post over there is not there. I really don't even want to. It's just that it's necessary to complete the mission. Right? But I really don't want to go back over there. So that's where we're at. Okay, guys. Remember, like, comment, tell me how you're enjoying it. If you guys went out and got this, tell me how you're enjoying it. Tell me if you tried to board one of those ships and couldn't complete it because all the areas were not accessible. Again, it could be a combination of my build and things like that. Also, tell me when you've screwed yourself over in the game and did what I did, especially with the purge valve. That is a handy tool if you can remember to have it with you. And for some reason, I swore up and down I had it, and so here I am. I'm about to, and I apologize. I'm blaming the author, the mod author, right, for telling me that it's reusable, and then I don't have it, so that makes me believe it didn't respawn after I used it the first time. Turns out it's my own idiocy that causes it to not be there. I'm the idiot. I'm the a-hole. So right there, I have to own that. But it's not my fault that ship had, people that I couldn't get to, and had areas that were just completely wonky and not okay. You know what I mean? It's like, well, who put together that ship? Either AI or someone did that handcrafted and they sucked. Be honest with you, it sucked. All right, guys, I got to go. Chat with you another time. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and we will have more episodes. We'll see more. And then maybe this will grow on me like DGO. I call it DGO, but Dark Star Game Overhaul. That had to grow on me, because there was a lot of negativity in the beginning. Yeah, there was. So that had to grow on me. So this one's going to have to grow on me too, because it's there. Dark Star is there. This is there. We just got to see and make sure everything is playing well together. Right now, something's not playing with something, or, has to be. Okay, guys. Later.